What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. A lot of you brothers have been messaging me and talking to me about former WNBA star Cappie Pondexter. And Pondexter was a really good player from what I can research. I've never heard of her before. Stop the show. And that's probably because I just don't watch that. So it's no diss to her, but I just don't watch the WNBA like that. I watched it before, but I don't watch it now. But anyways, she made some pretty heinous comments about LeBron James. And for those of you who know, like guys like LeBron James, guys like Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, they've done a lot to try to elevate women in sports, okay? And it's ridiculous because even guys like LeBron James, they have supported the WNBA, they support WNBA players, they support women in basketball. Kobe Bryant was really into it because he has a daughter. And LeBron James, there are some political things that LeBron talks about that I don't agree with. But as far as, and he's not perfect, but as far as, giving back to the community, giving back to liberal policies, helping women, he's never really had no real big scandals and stuff like that. I mean, man, how can you play it more safe than LeBron? LeBron has done an excellent job. He's been from where he's come from, he's been exemplary as far as being a professional athlete on the court, off the court. He's raising his son. Now, his son's a little bit risky out there on Instagram, smoking weed and stuff. But he's just an outstanding man. I can't take that away from LeBron James. I can't. He's a hard worker. He's not only is he gifted physically with his talents, but he's worked hard for what he has, and he's helped a lot of goddamn people. And then you have this lady who I don't think has done that much, okay? She's out here saying that LeBron James stole all of her money, okay? And she starts saying that he kidnapped her, he traffics women, he stole money from her bank account, things like that. All of this stuff that she's saying without any proof. No screenshots, no text messages. Now, here's the situation. LeBron James has so many followers and fans. Like LeBron James fan bases is like a cult. Shout out to brother RB the Breakthrough, aka Randy Booker. I don't know if he's been active in about a month, but Randy Booker on his YouTube channel, if you would ever see him say anything about LeBron James, okay, people would be pissed off. Okay, they'll be pissed off. They would be like, yo, man, don't talk about LeBron. Don't talk about LeBron. Don't talk about LeBron. And I'm like, bro, he's not even being rude or anything. Like, he's just breaking stuff down about this. Don't talk about LeBron. Don't talk about LeBron. Like, yo, so LeBron has a fan base that if she comes out and, says these things, they're going to come out and say you're lying. All right. Similar on a much smaller scale, like Kevin Samuels. If somebody comes out and says something about Kevin Samuels, right, we're going to defend him, okay? Even if some of you guys were to see people like me, if somebody says that like that, okay? But I'm talking about guys who have fan bases and stuff where people would automatically smash out the foolishness. What if he was a normal guy? What if he was a guy that worked at FedEx, a guy who drove trucks, a family man, and some lady just comes out and says this about the guy? Now people are going to be like, oh, he did what? He did what? He did what? And that's what I'm saying. Like, then all of a sudden, here's what we have at this point. All of a sudden, here's where we're at now. We're at the guy possibly losing all that he has. his reputation being tarnished. The normal guy. Why? Because everybody believes her, even though she's delusional. How many men who are not LeBron James, okay? How many men that were not LeBron James have suffered? Fake calls to the police, ruin their reputation, and then when it comes out that this person did it, oh, they're just crazy. They're having mental problems. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Nothing happens to them, but the guy still suffers because of those false allegations. You know, there have been people, you know, football players that have lost scholarships, that have been kicked out of school off a fake allegation. You know, they've lost all their time, and then the only thing that somebody can say is, oh, I'm sorry about that. And the reality is that men need to understand that if this can happen to LeBron, I don't care if somebody thinks he's crazy or whatever else going on. It can happen to you. LeBron dots all his I's, crosses all his T's, and this is still happening to him. What about you? What about me? And it just goes to show you that you have to really be protective. What if it's the woman that he had sex with? I'm not saying that he is. I don't think that he did. But let's just say, what if it's the lady that she can prove that you were sleeping with her? You know, she come over here, tell her story to one of these bloggers. Get on one of these YouTube lives, Instagram lives. And then everybody else runs with it. He did this, he did that. Just lying. Why? Lying because you don't want to deal with her no more. You know, for whatever reason. Lying because she can. Lying because she's standing up. And that's what I'm saying. And a lot of guys have suffered, at this situation. For folks lying all the time. You know? And like I said, it's happening to LeBron. The next thing is, will it happen to you? Okay? Because it can happen to you. You know, a lot of guys need to understand that. It can happen to you. So you got to be careful. You know? And LeBron, I'm pretty sure he's not going to respond to this or whatever. And then if he does respond to her and say she's a crazy, B word or whatever, people will be mad at him. And they're going to get away with it. So this is the reason why I'm telling you. This is why men need to work together. This is why men need to stick together. Because really, there's some women in America, I'm sorry I have to say this, they feel like they can do whatever they want. And there's no consequence for doing whatever they want. They can do whatever they want, whenever they want, and there's nothing that you can do about it. And if you try to do something about it, then, well, let's see. I dare you to try. I dare you to try to stop me from lying on you. And if you do it, then nothing will happen to me no way. All I can do is say sorry, and I can do it all over again. But until men get the laws changed, till men start making people who lie accountable, we're going to have this problem. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment in the top. Check out the Black Men Hurt t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Check out the first comment at the top. I'm out.